بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعزائي طلبة وطالبات الصف الثالث الإعدادي. Welcome back to my channel. Today, inshallah, we will continue our final revision based on vocabulary study for grade 9, prep 3, language schools and Arabic sections, second term 2022. We have stopped with answering about 100 of multiple choice. Choose from A, B, C, or D. We will continue. This camera takes good photos because it has got a very good lens, eyesight, vision, telescope. Of course, the right answer, lens. You can't make a phone call because there is no telephone. There is no phone signal. Don't worry, that will show you the right way. The GPS. Galileo studied that in our system, studied discoveries, lenses, planets, times, of course, studied planets. The moon, the earth, the moons, of course, orbits the earth once every 27 days. Shuruk loves studying the stars and planets. She wants to be astrologer, soldier, astronaut, astronomer. We have astronaut, رائد الفضاء, astrologer, عالم الفلك. So once she loves studying stars and planets, so she wants to be astrologers, عالم الفلك. Let's go on a boat on the Nile for an hour. Trip, journey, flight, project. We have the word trip and journey. For an hour إذا رحلة قصيرة. رحلة قصيرة تكون trip. Journey بتكون رحلة طويلة. A or an is a person who travels into space. ذكرنا سابقا astronaut هو رائد الفضاء. Is a person who travels into space. That is a force which attracts things or people to the center of the earth. Of course, gravity, الجاذبية. A piece of equipment you use to see things that are far away is called a telescope, المنظار. In 1608, the telescope was invented. That means it was moved, designed, encouraged, showed. It was designed. Newspapers, television, and radio are called projects, media, lands, sites. Of course, media, وسائل الإعلام. I was very pleased as I had heard the good news. The good news about my success. أخبار جيدة عن نجاحي. My parents, I know they always do the best for me. I trust my parents. أثق في والدي. She was the only who said the man was innocent of the crime. بريء من الجريمة. يبقى هنا she was the only witness. الشاهد الوحيد. Fatma likes, we said that one of the verbs that is followed by gerund. Fatma likes photos, taking. Yesterday morning, a part of the city center was underwater after a large water pipe burst. انفجار أنبوبة مياه. A car hit a big tree and the driver was excited injured, of course, injured, أصيب. Fatma loves writing and is interested in the news. So she would be هي بتهتم بالأخبار إذن وكتابة المقالات. She is interested in news. She would be a journalist. صحفية. He had a terrible car accident. He had a terrible car accident and his leg was broken. The thief, the golden necklace from the old lady, stole, of course, stole, سرقة, the past of steal, stole. The bathroom is full of water. There must be a problem with the pipes. Sama couldn't give reasons for. Reason يتبعها حرف الجر for, reasons for coming late. Where do you normally your news from? Where do you normally, of course, make, catch, get. Where do you normally get? من أين تحصل? A camera is a person, space is a person who controls the television camera. A camera operator, مشغل الكاميرا, is a person who controls a television camera. The space is a person who researches and writes news article. The is a person who researches and writes news article, of course, a journalist. في عندنا news reader, architectures, designer, journalist. Of course, the person who researches and writes news article is a journalist. A person whose job is to take photos is a photographer, المصور. A news is a person whose job is to read the news, a news reader, قارئ النشرة. He bought the villa. He is the owner, worker, actor, researcher. He is the owner, مالك. Comes from the verb own. His face is red. He must be about what I did. He must be pleased or cross or bored, injured. Of course, he must be cross. Cross here means angry. He can't go to anywhere. He is in his house because of the flood. He is busy, full, stuck. عالق في منزله بسبب الفيضان. The of Cairo ordered to fix the broken pipe in the main street. The of Cairo ordered the worker, the tourist, the governor, scientist. Of course, the governor, المحافظ, ordered, أمر بإصلاح الأنبوب أو الماسور المنفجر. They build more hotels and restaurants to increase the money we get from accidents, news, time, tourism. Of course, الأموال التي نحصل عليها من السياحة. Selma from the Faculty of Arts encouraged, graduated, started, presented. Of course, graduated, تخرجت. The national team won as they did their best in the matches tournament, دورة مجمعة. صفية المهندس was the first female voice on the radio. Why was Farouk Shusha called the guardian of the Arabic language? Will cause droughts, جفاف, and floods in some areas. Social media, climate change, recycling, online shopping, of course, climate change, التغير المناخي قد يحدث جفاف أو فيضانات. He is a carpenter. He is in making furniture. He is specialized, encouraged, joins, produced, of course, specialized, متخصص. هدى graduated the faculty of science, كلية الطب. هدى graduated from, تخرجت من. Don't pay, this book is for free, is for free, مجاني. An is a person who specializes in languages. A linguist, اللغوي. Means to leave a job or stop working because of old age, retire. That is the person who rules the city or area, a governor, المحافظ. Down means to pull to the ground or destroy a building, knock down, يتحطم أو يتدمر. Means reusing the waste in a useful way, of course recycling, إعادة التدوير. Is a series of contests in some sport or a game, a tournament, دورة مجمعة رياضية بالطبع. He doesn't have any energy to do anything. He doesn't have any energy. ليس لديه طاقة. يبقى إذن he is tired. Shahd did a successful experiment in the lab and found a new cure for, she is a, or a cure here means medicine. She is a journalist, mathematician, scientist, explorer. Of course, once she is making or having experiments in the lab, then she is a scientist. I enjoyed talking to you, Mr. Hatim. It was a useful conversation. محادثة مثمرة. Newspapers, television, and radio are called media, وسائل إعلام. I was very pleased as I had heard the good news about my success. My parents, I trust my parents. She was the only witness. There will be over 50 new jobs, explained the manager. Told, said, explain the manager. A doctor checks people who are ill. The word check is the same as ignores, examines, damages, loses. Of course, examines, يفحص. A car hit a big tree and the driver was injured. أصيب. When you travel around a place in order to learn about it, this means you create, explore, achieve, set up. Of course, this means that you explore. When you travel around a place in order to learn about it, this means you explore, تستكشفه. When someone can't use a part of his body, this means he is or she professional, amateur, disabled, creative. Of course, disabled, معاق. The thief, the golden necklace from the old lady, stole. The bathroom is full of water. There must be a problem with the pipes في المواسير أو أنابيب المياه. Selma couldn't give reasons for coming late. Where do you normally get? A camera is a person who controls television. A camera operator. A camera operator is a person who controls a television camera. This means probably going to happen or probably true. Sorry if you find that some sentences or some items are repeated. means probably going to happen or probably true. So here likely means probably going to happen or probably true. ليس impossibly ولا definitely لأنهم يعني definitely بالتأكيد certainly بالتأكيد impossibly مستحيل. Every clue has an to make it done has an answer. Fire test clue has an answer. During my travels, road guide me to the correct way. Events, incidents, signs, festival, road signs, علامات الطريق. He bought the villa. He is the owner. They build more hotels and restaurants and to increase the money we get from tourism, السياحة. He was so cross, so he couldn't answer the question. The word cross means angry, غاضب. That will protect many fish, birds, and sea animals. The aquarium, museum, reserve, circus. Of course, the reserve here هنا تعني محمية. سوف تحمي كثير من الأسماك والطيور والكائنات البحرية. There is a lot on this beach. There is a lot of sand, shells, pollution. That's bad news. Of course, there is bad pollution, and we notice here that pollution is dealt as a singular. So we said there is a lot of pollution. The charity also asks for volunteers, متطوعين, to help collect food for the poor. We sent an email to the governor and we are waiting for his fact response. Of course, response is the right answer, استجابة. Our teacher always asks to the meaning of the difficult words before checking the dictionary. Reply, work, guess. نخمن معنى الكلمة. Means according to what you have heard is true. Apparently, unexpectedly, about, really. Apparently من الواضح means, sorry. Apparently means according to what you have heard is true. That is a day or time for people to celebrate something, the competition, interview, meeting, festival. The right answer is festival. Is a situation when groups of people meet to discuss something, a meeting. Is something that tells you about something dangerous or bad that might happen. Of course, warning, تحذير. At first, it was exciting to be on TV, but it is for me now. It is normal, interesting, amazing, or wonderful. At first, it was exciting. كان في بعض الإثارة to be, but now it's normal. أصبح شيء عادي. There is no sides in the shape. It's triangle, square, round, rectangle. طبعا هنا الشكل ما فيهوش أي. There is no sides, ملوش جوانب. So it is round. دائري. I'm not sure they are at home. That's final, possible, fact, news. That's possible. He is interested in designing or working with robot. Who is a robotic engineer, مهندس إنسان آلي. This math question is very difficult. Can you help me find the solution? الحل. All cities will have, so it will be fun to go by bike. نذهب بالدراجات، إذن هتكون الإجابة cycle lanes، حارات للدراجات. By 2050 2050 all of our energy will be renewable، طاقة متجددة. By 2100 95% of people will live in tall building. 95% lane percent prediction transport. 95%. The farmers will have, so they will be able to produce their own electricity. The farmers will have robots, solar panels, assistant problems, of course, solar panels, خلايا شمسية. During the coronavirus, robots assistant worked in hospitals in Rwanda. During coronavirus pandemic, الجائحة, robot assistants. You should wear a mask over your face. You can't travel to another country without a passport بدون جواز سفر. Sea level may rise. Wind can be used to produce electricity. Don't throw away old clothes. You can give them to the poor. Have you heard of Mo Salah? Yes, he's the greatest footballer in Liverpool now. That is someone who helps a person do their job. The assistant, المساعد, is a machine that can make copies of whole objects. 3D printer, طابعة ثلاثية الأبعاد, is a machine or equipment for a particular job. A device, جهاز أو معدة. A is a way to deal with or answer a puzzle or question. A temperature, a solution, devices, a solution. الحل هو طريقة to deal with or answer a puzzle or question. When you find the size of something by using ruler, this means that you measure it, تقيسها. At the museum, you can see how the ancient Egyptian lived using virtual reality, الواقع الافتراضي. My mother is studying, but she doesn't visit the university. She uses online learning. My mother is studying. The train does not use oil. It is electric. قطار كهربائي. You can drive a car using the controls. لوحة التحكم بدون سائق، للسيارات بدون سائق. The government will make new to save people's life, will make laws. ستسن قوانين. Sorry. The government will make new laws. We already have technology to make and the other things that can fly. We already have the technology to make drones. الطائرة المسيرة، المسيرات أو الطائرة بدون طيار. Car companies will have to do lots of testing to make sure that the cars are completely safe. Driverless cars will be better for the environment because they will be electric. When you touch the car control, you want to drive, damage, describe, design, you want to drive. تقودها. People also that flying cars might not be very safe. People also worry. قلقين. Helicopters can take off, تقلع, from. Electric flying car would make less pollution. That man is my uncle. Come with me and I will introduce. That road means to turn off, that road sign. Flying car might be the answer to a lot of problems. Sure that we have enough money, make sure. The government always makes laws, تضع القوانين. That is the rule that people in a country or place must follow. The engine, law, pollution, company. The law is the rule. القانون هو القواعد أو المحكمات التي تجعل الناس يلتزمون. In a country or place must follow. Means almost certain, strongly, definitely. Of course, definitely. Means certainly, أيضا definitely تعني certainly. Means probably going to happen or probably. Likely means probably going to happen or من المحتمل. My English is improving. Improving means getting better. يتحسن. Cities are becoming and the traffic on the ground is becoming worse. Cities are becoming busier. أكثر زحاما and the traffic on the ground is becoming worse. That's the end of our revision for vocabulary, my dear students. I hope you have get the benefits from that exercise and I wish you the best of luck till we meet with the second part of our revision that will be for synonym and antonym, suffixes and prefixes. Then we will go to the grammar section. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Till we meet again, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.